Hi there. Now today I'd just like to do a little review of this Vivitar DVR 830X HD camcorder. Now, it's a high definition camcorder. It records images up to 720 pixels. You can also record in standard definition as well. Of course, the main difference there is obviously the resolution is a lot higher when you shoot in HD, and it's in widescreen, of course. But if you shoot in standard, it's just a regular 4:3 size image. Now, this camera obviously has one of the fold-out screens, as you can see here. Obviously, these are very handy if you want to point the camera towards yourself, like I'm doing in this video here, because you can line yourself up in the shot properly and everything. Because as you probably know, there is a lot of camcorders on the market already that don't actually have screens that fold out, and the screen's just like on the back of the camera. So if you want to film yourself, you have to just guess where you are within the image within the screen. So these are really handy for that. Now I must say that this camera is a bit disappointing. The picture quality in HD is a bit more compressed than what I would have liked. It's fine if you're just uploading it onto your computer and watching it on your computer, or if you want to transfer it onto DVD, it should be fine for that. But when it comes to uploading the video and then to put it on YouTube, now when you put videos on YouTube, YouTube compresses your video again. So if your file is already a little bit compressed, you can imagine what it looks like when YouTube compressed that file yet again. It looks worse. So I was a bit disappointed with that, didn't expect that. Now another thing is, when you open the screen doesn't stay on. It switches off after like a few seconds basically. I don't know if you can see that, but it will go off pretty quick. Now I tried fiddling with the settings on the camera. I changed the auto shut off to disabled, so that in theory it wouldn't shut off, but it still shuts off no matter what I set it to. If I set it to 5 minutes, it shuts off in what appears to be under 1 minute. So I don't know if this camera's got a fault. If anybody else owns this particular model, maybe you could let me know if yours does the same. Because like I say, I'm not sure if that's a fault. And as you can see, the screen's gone off already in next to no time. Camera's still on, but the screen's gone off. Now, what else? Yes, the buttons on the back. You've got a dial here which you can change. You have to turn the dial to switch between the different modes. You've got your audio video connections here. It's got an HDMI out, and as well as the socket for the USB to the computer. It also has a headphone socket, which is quite handy, and another socket for audio video if you just want to plug it into your TV through the regular sockets, not the high definition ones. And there's the power point where you charge it, or you can plug it into the mains, just in there. Record buttons here on the back there with a red dot on it. Get your zoom button on the top, and I think this button here is pretty much, I haven't used this button yet, but that's the power button. I usually just switch it on by opening and closing the screen. You've got a display button here, which obviously you switch the screen on and off, but I've never needed to use that yet, as the screen seems to turn itself off of its own free will, which is a bit unfortunate, because as you know, if you're putting your camera on a tripod and you want to film something, it's not good if your screen keeps switching off in a few seconds. You have to keep turning this to get it back on, or press the power button again. Now, there's a couple of good things about this camera. It has autofocus lens. It has a flash for the still photos. It also has a video light, which I haven't tested out in the dark yet, but it does look quite bright. and it's got buttons here on the side of the screen for the menu and the navigation button to go up and down, left and right, etc., and for the volume. And the other button here is for the video light. Switch it on and off. Now I must say this camera has actually better sound quality than the next model up from this, which was the Vivitar DVR X 840X HD. The sound's a bit low on the 840X HD, but this one has actually clearer and louder sound. So that's one good thing about it, at least. It's pretty good to hold, it's comfortable in your hand. It has a strap obviously here. It's got glass in front of the lens, a sheet of glass. Well, it's not a sheet, like a little plate of glass. And as I say, I was, you know, a bit disappointed in it overall. But I suppose if you just want it for YouTube, not the best camera to have. There's better ones out there. In fact, the 840X HD is a lot better quality in terms of picture quality. Anyway, that's pretty much about it. So once again, I'd just like to thank you for watching. And I'm going to say bye for now.